it on a separate thing. Okay. Yep. Settings, self-quit, return. Anyway, I've got no idea how to check the chat because... hello. Hi Rob. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I was just like, basically ever since I started playing Danganronpa, I got into the visual novel craze, and I heard this is a subversive visual novel, so I like subversions. So let's do it. Also, it's free. Also, it's on Mac. Like, I'm using a Mac, and there are so many things that just aren't on Mac, and it's really frustrating because, you know, just does that. Thank God, hang on. Is that fine? Let me just check. Nah, it's okay. Is it a bit cropped? I can't tell. I'll get this working, don't worry. Ignore the Goku in the corner. That's from an old format. There we go. Now it's all here. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just play this. I don't know what the sound mix is gonna be like because I don't really. Oh, actually no, it's already been sort of set up in the right way. But yeah, so I guess I'll just start. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just doing this for the hell of it. Maybe other people will show up at some point. I wish I could... Alright, now I'm making it smaller so I can read the chat. It's gonna have to... Okay, cool. And then I'll change that on the stream as well. Yeah, ignore the thing that says GT Watch. That's a leftover from something old. I guess that's good enough. Oh yeah, no, the video is fine because I am, we got a new modem and now the internet's way better. Yeah, the internet's way better now, so it looks a little bit cut off, but it's good enough. It's just that way I can read the chat at the same time because I only have one, hey, yeah, it's a garbage tree. I heard DokiDoki Literature Club is a visual novel and it's subversive and stuff, so... Also, it's free, and I can do it on my Mac, so I might as well play a game. I wish maybe I'll ask you afterwards how you save your video on demand things, because, I don't want to have all these files, like video files, on my... like, being uploaded to my computer at the same time. I'd just rather sort of be saved on Twitch, so I'll ask you about that later. And if you guys, you guys can clearly hear me, so everything's fine. I guess I might as well just start, or whatever the hell. There's a setting for it. Okay, I'll figure it out. Because I know it saves for a week or something, so I can do that. Please enter your name. Oh, here we go. Yep, sure. Alright, Gabby. This is my name, guys. Let's see. Let's play this. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Let me just check. Yep, OBS is fine. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would often oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori crash up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Gabby. Oh, well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Gabby, Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. This game is spook? Okay, interesting. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh man, my avatar's a jerk. I don't like my avatar now. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, come on. Just want to make some friends, Avatar. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I was that she wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh no, hashtag relatable. Sayori trying to get into my life problems. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few worlds because you're not used to the real world. Oh no, hashtag relatable. It's like she knows. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. You know, is this me? I guess player avatar is all of us, and maybe that's the point. I don't think you're a NEET, you know? I mean, you've moved and everything. You've had, like, real life stuff. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Hashtag relatable. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh no. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. Oh, yeah. And I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Oh, hello, it's a Chromoter Zero. I was like, wait, are you, if anyone, you're not a subscriber, but you've got the crown. But crown is Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime is for everyone, not just a particular person. I definitely, in fact, I don't know I have monetization on, to be honest, but I'm not a streamer. Don't subscribe to me. Don't be a silly person. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? I admire your bravery, though. Okay, everyone is saying that it's scary. Great. Oh, well, it shouldn't be too bad. Listen, I'm over 13. I can deal with sensitive content, I think. And anyway, I don't have it full screen or anything, so it's not as scary. I think if I had it full screen, it'd probably be scary because I get too immersed in it. Like, Twitch is might actually be good for horror games like that. Because, like, the problem is when you get too into it, then when the jump scare comes, you're like, jump scare! But here, if you're just sort of, like, casually doing it, maybe I can do it. Can you come to my club? Okay, it's not scary, just a lot of deep themes. Alright. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Oh, why? Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Like the SOS Brigade, am I right? I also haven't seen Haruhi Suzumiya. I could do that. That's another thing I can do. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh god, is it actually? Oh god, if that's actually what this is. That he actually sells his soul. Or her. I could be a girl for all I know. After all, I gave myself, Gabby, my own name. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Is it weird to have to refer to yourself in the third person? I don't know. I guess, sort of. I guess I'm getting used to it. Sayori always says nice things about you. Anyway, I've got no idea what these characters' personalities are like, but, you know, dark, purple hair. I'm assuming she's the aloof one, but maybe not. Could be wrong. Seriously? You brought a boy? Now, short, pink hair. I'm definitely going tsundere. Could also be wrong, but I don't know. She seems like tsundere to me. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Gabby, what a nice surprise. Now, I'm assuming this is just like nice one. Long brown hair, like a ribbon. I'm assuming she's just the nice one. That is my guess of everyone's character archetypes. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. You got to pick best girl now. I think I'm probably gonna go with purple hair. First of all, I like purple hair. Aloof ones are cool as well, so. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Yeah, she's definitely tsundere. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki. Is it Natsuki or Natsuki? I don't know. Is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh. Okay, Natsuki, so Natsuki then. Alright. Natsuki? She's also the one who made cupcakes. I read this already. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Natsuki. I'm gonna just like flip-flop on it, aren't I? Always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay, yep, I'm definitely Yuri then. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Hi, Danny. Welcome to, I don't know, apparently hell or something. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Gabby. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. I'm actually quite impressed with your Americanish accent. No, I haven't played this before. This is blind, first time. All I know is that, like, it gets really meta and kind of scary, apparently, maybe. So, you know, I know that it's subversive. So that's what I know about it. But yeah, no, like, listen, when you are not American, like, when you kind of, I don't, maybe this is just me, I don't know about everyone else, but like when you sort of try to put on an acting accent, you kind of sort of naturally go American because you kind of associate like acting with American because you see so much American like movies and TV. I don't know if that's just me. I feel like that's what I do, but I don't know. Especially when I put on a cute girl voice, I basically always start going American because like that's the only way I know how to associate cute girl voices with like acting cute girl voices, which are like dubbing people who have American accents. So, yeah. Oh my god, you poor blind eyes. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Gabby. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Oh wait, I'm getting my Monica and my Yuri impressions mixed up. I'll figure it out. I want a cupcake. Give me. Alright, I'll give you a virtual cupcake. Everyone gets virtual cupcakes. If I was a professional Twitch streamer, I'd be like, now let's make that an emote for my Twitch subscribers. I don't know. I'm getting way too into it, like, ironic about this. Let's actually stream. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Harry mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to... The dialogue is very specific. I hope I don't have to, like, remember these details. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, while Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the... Okay, the dialogue's a bit superfluous, I feel like, at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's... Like, there's, like, good ways to write this stuff, and I feel like this is a bit... I don't know. But it could be better. Maybe this is the point. Maybe you're supposed to think it's, like, a badly written visual novel. I don't know. Let's continue. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take the bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Probably. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Baka. I thought you technically did. Sayori said. Oh, maybe. But not for you, You, dummy. Oh god, she really is a tsundere. I was right. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set, of course. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. So when are we going to start talking about literature, eh? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Gotta love Natsuki today. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh, okay. I guess. Just as long as you don't spill it on it, Like, you don't want to have your book drenching wet with hot tea. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Oh, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. I love how everyone else just has Japanese names, and then there's Monica. Maybe it's a Japanese name as well, because you don't really, in English you spell it with a C, not a K. I feel like it's probably Japanese name as well. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, debates! Are we getting to debates? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. #mood. It feels like nothing about arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Ugh. And they're in high school. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Hashtag mood. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. I mean, they're not that different. Whatever. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Gabby, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. I've got to do everything for the waifu. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her team cup with her finger. Okay, interesting. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Ooh, alright. Does Gary have a big pile of manga as much as the figure box? I have some manga. It's mostly just Dragon Ball though, and I've got a bit of Yu Yu Hakusho and Madoka. Now I've just got the Shonen Jump app, so I don't even need to buy anything. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? That's true. I mean, I like subversion and stuff, and I just think this might be referring to the game, perhaps, because we're assuming it's a... Yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I relate to on the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart open to me for a split second. Hi, hello, ZZZ Rice. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes or poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori... Wow, I sounded really American there. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Well, you have pink hair. Like, it comes with the territory. I'm sorry. If you have pink hair, everyone's gonna call you cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Deep. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bonds of the club. Isn't that right, Gabby? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Sayori's just munching away. She got the... No, she's not holding the cupcake. I don't think this game is like that big budget to have such unique sprites, but yeah. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Gabby... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Sorry. Back. That is, if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Great, hugs. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Gabby, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Mood. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Gabby, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. This game was made for Gabby, kind of. Oh, interesting. Yay! With that, the 2 of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Choose your own waifu. Will I be happy, really happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Stay here forever and ever and ever and ever. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts writing a poem tonight. Well, I hope it'd be cool if I got to write the poem. Oh, do I get to write Yes! I got to write the poem! Yeah. Oh, it's just choosing. Okay. And that's how you like decide the girls and stuff. Headphones, holiday, how does it stop? Okay, is it the words or is it just like random? Oh crap! I spat on my screen. That's actually disgusting. Okay, so you've got to choose headphones, holiday, I think honestly, I think I'm just gonna do things that I like, that I think sound fun, and then I'll just see if anybody else does it. Comfort. Sure, let's do comfort. Inside, oriented, outside, nibble, forgive. Determination. But I don't want to do anxiety. I don't want to go too crazy yet. Determination. Explode. Bliss. Cute. Marriage. Lipstick. Treasure. Family. Grief. Embrace. I'll do anime just for the sake of it. So it is. I guess it's them jumping is who likes what. Okay, that's probably what it is. Vivacious. God, is there really going to be 20 of them? Alright. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Sunny. Music? Daydream. Okay, I guess I'm getting a lot of Sayori's ones, but... Turn anything, pop-up, portrait, disown. Basically this game's way of picking a girl route. Okay. Interesting. Well, it's like, I like, Yuri's, like, I would have probably chosen Yuri, but the thing is, I don't really like horror things, so I probably wouldn't assume to choose things like that. So I think first read I'm gonna be, like, what sounds like the most like me route? Sing. I mean, I'm a music person, so heaven sent what? Intellectual hope, hope. Oh man. If you want to see, God, Danganronpa's just destroyed me. Now you can hope and despair. Misery, landscape, desire, sticky, pure, silly, misfortune. Effulgent? What does that mean? I've never heard that word before. I thought that was good, this kind of stuff. Fantasy, party, nightgown, judgment, massacre. Yeah, okay, I'm assuming these ones are all for Yuri, but yeah, I don't care about massacres, I'm sorry. Listen, if I wanted to have another massacre, I'd just play another Danganronpa, I guess, but there aren't any games left, so yay. No, I promise. Best of pleasure. Good. Oh, feather. Entropy. It's like one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Sensation. Infinite. Okay, I'm sorry. When I say, I just feel like people like, okay, yep. Philosophy, depression. Essence. Fickle, lust, rain cloud. I mean, yeah, rain cloud. Flower, rising dark, graveyard. Kawaii, no. Ocean, sunset, empty. Flower. I mean, I guess ocean. Oceans are fun. Mega games, aura, tenacious, whirlwind, after image. I guess I'll just do games. Like it's okay. So clearly, Natsuki is also the closet weeb of the group, considering she likes every time I say something similar to that. Melody, sparkle, bubbles, twirling, suicide. Oh god. Ugh. Maybe that's what they mean by the trigger warnings. Starscape. That sounds cool. Lone, lazy, whistle, laugh, frightening. I've got no idea what this is. Apparently it's like a choose your best girl by choosing a bunch of random parfait. I guess laugh. Unrestrained universe, flying. Oh, flying. Alright, let's see. I think that was mostly Sayori. Hi again, Gabby. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Oh, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gabby. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not even accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Gabby always gives it his... Okay, I am a guy. Alright, okay. Like, I assumed so, but you never know. It's kind like, that could be a fun twist. Gabby gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with busy work without me even asking. And of course the other joke is that obviously Gabby can work for a boy as well, so... I've got a good gender-neutral name here. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Gabby can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh no! Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Wow, that motorcycle's quite loud. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wouldn't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reached into her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you want it. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even booked out a book she'd think I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some schedules and activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Mood! I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? Like, maybe read the book! Read the book! Yes. Oh, come on! You are here, just... Alright, fine. Fall asleep. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could get the cupcakes! Cupcakes! Yep! Good thinking. This all seems rather fishy. Oh, come on, it's just cupcakes. Nothing wrong with cupcakes, just innocent cupcakes. Definitely nothing crazy going on. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. I haven't figured out the Sayori voice yet, but I figured out Natsuki and Monica and kind of Yuri. But oh well. Because the problem is since I'm already generic girl voice is like the Avatar character, except they're a guy, and I can't do a guy voice. So Sayori is also supposed to have generic girl voice. Whatever, not a big deal. Works out perfect. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. There is now the expected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Mood. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. That's... okay. I hope that doesn't mean literally. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Why are you watching my stream while you're walking outside? Listen, I know I'm streaming, but if you're doing stuff out in the city, do stuff out in the city. You don't need to be on your phone watching me play a random visual novel. Seriously. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh god. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. What? It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does school have a napping club? Yeah, exactly. Staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. Oh no, you'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Huh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's secret. Often go over the cities Tuesday. Yeah, okay. Alright, fine. Do it, but I don't know. I can just imagine you right now just walking around the city looking down at your phone. Shouldn't do that. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around herself. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out around here. Ah! Oh god, I hope, I'll be honest, I hope that interesting stuff happens soon. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. Mood. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Dude, why? There's a toothpaste in a cup. Alright, fine. Oh, that's gross. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about them because they don't want to embarrass you. I want to say something. Don't say anything. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you even think you don't have a boyfriend? Wow! Rude! Hey, that's super mean. Wow. Sorry, but you'll think, wow! Wow! You're so mean. You are so... You're the bit meaner. Ah, here we go. Except that, actually, this is a bit classier than I thought because you don't actually see her cleavage. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it was to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Oh, no. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Get it? Probably because she got her boobs started growing a lot or something. I don't know. If you have abundant, you would have noticed sooner it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boob. Oh, there you go. Wow, I watched too much anime. Clearly, I know all the tropes. It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's still so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer on. Okay, what was the point of all of that? So if I keep unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because boys are annoying. Sorry, boys. Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't leave and let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Yes, compromise. Maybe we'll all just become better people together, okay? I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. It's called being codependent, you sad, poor, lonely people. Maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Yeah, there we go. Got to the point where everyone's reacting to the point where I said that the boys suck. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay, let's get to the literature part of DokiDoki Literature Club. Yeah, I can't wait to share how mine's going to work out considering it was just a bunch of 20 words that weren't even rhyming. I felt a sound enthusiastic but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I mean, I did something last night. A relaxation is I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Oh, it's just, listen, it's just 3 go? Hang on. 1, 2, 3... 3 girls? 4 girls? Oh god, why am I getting no? 4 girls. It's just 4 girls. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world if you read an embarrassing poem. But I guess if you're also like 15 or something, I guess you would find it embarrassing. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori says on a wrinkled sheet of paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, here we go. Alright, well. The questions. I guess I'll do Sayori just because, first of all, because it's obvious, and second of all, because, although, was it Natsuki's one who asked us? I'll do a Sayori first just because she's probably the one who's interested more in what we're doing. Definitely most comfortable sharing with, most comfortable sharing with her. She's my good friend after all, yeah. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Gabby. Oh, yay. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Yeah, same, considering I didn't even write it. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Mood. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Gabby poem. And that makes it extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet. Oh god. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Gabby. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Yay. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori gets to see the full picture of my motive here, but then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold it to you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Yeah, I want to read the poems. We'll see about okay. Let's do it. Alright, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes, it sounds like she's talking about us, huh? Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. Oh, wait. Yeah, I was really confused. I could hear this noise. I was like, what's that noise? But it's just like the drum beat or like finger snapping sound. And I thought it was like a creak or something, but no, it's just the music. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you. You too. Okay, so this one rhymes and this one doesn't rhyme. Okay, the top one, the bottom. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Mood. Mood. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, so how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. That's true. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so I think Yuri was telling us about things afterwards, so I guess I'll show to Yuri next. I wish we could see R1. I know we didn't actually have one, but still. Yuri says the poem. Minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Oh, she's cute. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri time to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I notice in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thoughts, it's her demeanor. Okay, I need to start figuring that out. Okay, her stamming's completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Me when somebody brings up Dragon Ball. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Good idea. Don't bitch about them. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. So how much of this game is being spoiled through cultural osmosis? Honestly, none of the details. All I know is that it apparently gets really dark at some point, and it's sort of a horror-ish at some point, and it's like very meta about itself and very self-aware about the fact it's a game. That's pretty much all I know, surprisingly. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smells dreamingly as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club? Oh yeah. Ooh, nice handwriting, although kind of a bit difficult to read. At least the font face of this. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood this test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's nice. I like it. It's a nice thing. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, Gabby. Really? Must have totally missed the point. I didn't think it was about a ghost. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it. But remember, the poem itself often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yep, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Yep. Linger in her last remaining pieces of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know, having a big life change, like, you know, moving somewhere or like getting a new job or something. And, you know, it's like, yeah, like your life's going to change and you're trying to hang on to that last bit of what your life used to be, but you also know you've got to move on. There you go. That's my analyzing poems. You may have noticed I did English. Not in university though, only at school. I mean, I did film though in university. So we did do analysis of stuff like this, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it like that. Yeah, I thought it was actually surprisingly like optimistic in a way. I guess she didn't think that. It's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Yeah, like not gonna lie, I would totally just stream me reading stupid poems. Maybe. I'm not even that big into poetry, but, you know. Just remember, it won't be long before we pick up on these things too. Why are you making that sound like a threat? That sounds like a threat. Alright, so I guess... you know what? I'll leave Natsuki for last just because she probably doesn't want to really talk to us that much. Hi, Gabby. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until most of it all in, I guess. Anyway. Want to share your poem with me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Uh-huh. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Oh, man. It's not as fun when you actually know what the thing is. I wouldn't be surprised if we had those sorts of things in common. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. That is the most generic thing I've ever heard. Even if it's shown in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Sure you're not reading into it too much? Exactly. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I end up trying different things a lot. Like, this just makes me want to actually do the literature club part, not play the game. But I'm pretty sure we're not actually doing the literature club part. Like, I want to actually try writing something and having the computer AI waifus telling me what my writing is like. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their kinds of styles, but it'll always help you find what suits most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, I want to read a poem. Okay. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Ooh, this is like, gotta scroll up and down. Hole in wool. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle? What's a spackle? Protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peek inside for a clue. No, I can't see. Oh god, I reel blind like a film let down in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Ah, my retinas. Sounds like a photograph or something. Sounds like it's talking about a photograph. But I'm not sure. So what do you think? That's terrifying. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I don't really get it, this one. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems who put emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Okay. When a poem's out loud, it can be very powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influenced by my poems recently. Epiphany? Something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on so strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Alright, sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Oh, here you go. It's a type of textured ceiling, spackle. There you go. I've learned at least like I've heard of 2 new words today. This person clearly knows their vocabulary, whoever made this game. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. That's true. I remember when I used to write fan fiction, sometimes I would just get stuck on a particular chapter or a different, or like, I don't know how to do this scene. And so at some points I would just be like, nah, I'm gonna just like skip ahead now and I'm gonna do another scene because I want to write this thing instead. And sometimes I'll just get back to it. Then again, I haven't written fanfiction in years, really. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. I guess so. Unless you got a ballpoint. Oh, no, you would still anyway. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for listening. Alright, and there's Gonatsuki. Let's see, can we bond over being weebs, maybe? ... Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I'll need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. The music's changed to be like all kitty. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh, that's pretty boring. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna mood. This is a mood. I told you weren't gonna like it. I don't, but whatever. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? I've always avoided fanfiction. Everything I've ever read is trash. For some reason, the past month I've been watching all the Steven Universe fanfictions. Love it. It's all cliched and full of ships. I live for it now. Oh, cute. Yeah, I was trying to. Now that I've become Danganronpa fangirl trash, I was trying to find Danganronpa fanfiction, but most of the stuff that I could just find was like really kind of just sort of smut stuff and lots of, you could say, boys' life. Lots of shipping Hinata and Komaeda, and I don't even get it. Why are you second? Well, because Danganronpa fan. I've heard that there are Danganronpa fan games. I'm kind of curious about those. I'm not really sure which ones are things and when and what and if they're related to each other and who makes them all, but yeah, I've seen like bits of like fan art and stuff on Reddit of it, so I might want to try that at some point if I'm just bursting for Danganronpa stuff. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Well, I love the smart as long as it's straight and pull. I guess I'm not. I think I'm pretty what's the word? Prudish. So, it'd be like, oh god, you guys, if we're having a sex scene, do we really need a sex scene? Or whatever. We really need to get all into it. But, obviously it's personal preference. It's not like, oh, that means nobody should ever write smart fanfiction. Obviously, people really enjoy it. But it's just for me when I'm looking for stuff that's not that, and all I see is that. Like, oh god. I think I deleted it, but like there was just like one, and it was basically just like the description on, like, it was on like AO3, and the description basically just like, they just get like really gay and like really smutty, and like that were like in the description or something, and I was like, oh my god. I mean, at least you're being honest about it. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. That is also true. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things, gay and smutty. Oh shit! I don't know. It was some like it was ridiculous. Like I think I took a screenshot of it, but I don't remember if I saved that or I just deleted it. But yeah, it was actually, I can check if I've still got it. Is it here or did I delete it all? No, it's not here. I must have deleted it, but oh well. Oh well. Let's go back. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with fanfiction. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Okay, that's what it's about. I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Yeah, it's true. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. Like subversion, am I right? Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. That's true. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Tried to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. That's it. Phew. Ah, jeez. That was exhausting. I could be wrong, but I feel like most fanfiction written by teenage or early 20 females, it's really eye-opening how, yeah, risking we live in a society. Yeah, something like that. I mean, yeah, like fanfiction is obviously a very important way for people to express themselves. Like, oh god. Because I did a whole thing, like when I was doing some of my subjects in uni, we're basically talking about like fanfiction and stuff, and how it is essentially that kind of area for sort of fighting against the dominant discourse in general, like fandom in general, where it's like, oh, you can't sexualize things, or you can't, just like that kind of like, heck, it's even, for example, maybe even like Dragon Ball, you're like, oh, the Dragon Ball fandom is power scaling and who was stronger and, the manly stuff, whatever, but fanfiction's obviously the place where you can express things in a different way and express different things. Be like, hey, I got something completely different out of this show that the dominant reading is this. I've got the, non-dominant reading of it, and I'm gonna show that by expressing myself with it. Fanfiction is cool, guys. Also, you guys are cool. Yeah, that was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Okay, alright. That's what I ended up getting myself into. Yeah. What did you major in? You're like a biochem major. That's like every Australian ever majored in. I am a chem major. There you go. But I also did some film subjects and some media subjects. And everyone's like, no, you. Thank you, everyone, for the compliments. Okay, yep, they're all sharing. Alright, they're sharing with each other. What's with this language? What? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki just... Wow, Natsuki, rude. I guess you could say it's fancy. Rude, Natsuki. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Wow, Natsuki, jeez. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh, okay. Alright, so it's movie's time in the Californian time. Hope you stream more. Missed your content. Later. See ya. Sorry, yeah. I mean, I could have done this earlier, but I just didn't really think about it. Everyone else, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep streaming. This is, God, like, it's just taking much longer than I thought to get to the subversions part, but who knows. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Oh, jeez. Which people did, by the way. Jeez, Natsuki, why are you such a jerk? Sayori liked it, and Gabby did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. Simple, just play all day. Yeah, exactly, right? Play all day, do nothing, just play video games. I'm just gonna wait until a good point to end it. Yeah, sorry. I appreciate the offer, but this game's just lightly stringing you along until bam. Yeah, I'm assuming so. It's just... It's taking a while. I don't expect this to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come against something particularly inspiring. Like, if I was playing this as a visual novel, like, unless there was an actual sort of physical part where you got to write stuff, I think I wouldn't necessarily be continuing this, because it's kind of a bit boring. Not gonna lie. Gabby liked my poem too, He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Gabby appreciates my advice more than he appreciates you. Oh, come on. Now they're fighting about him, of course. And how you don't know that you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was that full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. What the hell? What the hell, you guys? Is everyone okay? Why do you all hate each other? But you know what? I wasn't the one who boost magically grew a size bigger as soon as Gabby started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just knew I was standing there. Gabby, She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point making your poems so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gabby. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gabby? Sorry, I was just checking. Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. And if I agree, they'll probably think more highly of me. I agree with Natsuki. But I think I'm gonna say the help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defensive I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Gabby? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, and then Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a suck-up jerk she's being. She would never. Oh, God. Sayori betrayed that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems? They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are great because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Thank you, Sayori, being the voice of reason right now. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off, and Natsuki sits down with a blank expression, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. Oh, right, I said that. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Yeah, you guys are all completely useless. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's in her way, racing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. Don't say things like that! Ugh. Great. When I get a chance to talk to her, I'm okay, everyone, it's just about time. Okay, thank God, it's over. It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Gabby, how about you? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Just need things to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. Yeah, I actually did learn that everybody has different writing styles, and we shouldn't, criticize people for that. The end. That's the moral of the day. Any luck? Okay, impressing those I want to impress. Okay. Oh god, do we have to do that again tomorrow? The words thing? The words thing is so boring. Sayori, about what happened earlier, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? It's a good question. No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them too, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. No, Gabby. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone pretty likes you too. Of course, I'm the only boy, which means that obviously all of the girls are going to start throwing themselves at me because that's how a harem anime works. Am I right? Am I right, boys? That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Feels like Sawyer still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Say that more to myself to her, but it's easy to use Sayori's internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. So now that I know that I'm specifically gonna try and make one, okay, I'm choosing Yuri, so let's do Yuri. I don't want to do horror, but so I'm gonna. Have you heard of Konosuba? I have heard of Konosuba. I've heard it's very funny. Okay, so now that so now I understand I'm supposed to choose words for Yuri. Which way is fine? So I don't want to do unending, but extreme, vanilla, Okay, so from what I can guess, it seems like Sayori's ones are just like really random, generic words. Natsuki's is just cute stuff, and then Yuri's are just like brooding, poetic things. Okay, I understand now. So I want to do a Yuri poem because that just interests me the most. So I don't want to do horror. I guess we'll do unending. Unending. Inferno. Essence. Higurashi no Naku Koroni. No, is that Higurashi where they cry? That's a light novel, isn't it? I've heard about that one. Kids Nature Precious Ocean. Okay, so Ocean is still alright. DokiDoki. Good thing I know what DokiDoki means, and it's not DokiDoki. Alright, weird. Sayori liked sadness. Interesting. Time. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Yeah, the one with the alternate timelines. Interesting. I was looking at that. If I get into more visual novels, I might get into that one as well. Who knows? Lust. Aura. Oh no, I thought it said darkness, but it's probably darkness as well. Eternity. Okay. So that's it, yeah. Okay, and so entropy is obviously also. Okay, anxiety. Existence. Secretive. Infinite. Extra names that. Incongruent, yep. Heaven sent. Unrestrained. Okay. Wonderful. Disown. Effulgent. Alright, so I've tried to make a Yuri poem today. Alright, yep. Okay, good. Yep. Yo, Sayori, looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest thing with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me? Yeah, let's get a snack. Oh, what? Why are we such a jerk? I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your... Oh, she doesn't have any money? She wanted to steal from us. Yeah. She totally still wanted to just, yep. I knew it. It's right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So you're either not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. So that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in the book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Gabby to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little something like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got so absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're alright, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, great. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little credit to Nat, Sayori. Yeah, oh, God. Out of nowhere, something smacked Sayori in the face and stumbled onto the desk. What was... Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Weird. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab on the cupcakes. I was just totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. She's just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yep, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sayori gets out of the seat, goes behind Natsuki, and then wraps her up. Surprise hugs! Man, she just likes surprise hugs, doesn't she? I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly takes... What? Oh, that's gross. Ugh. Don't do that. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Hello, new other person. I don't know if you're new or something. Yeah, I'm playing this because I don't know. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Interesting. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Alright, new person, hello new person. I'm playing this because I don't know. Because I'm playing visual novels now, I guess. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think that she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined because... Oh god, okay. Yep, here we go. I think I guess we failed the Bechdel test because they're like, let's talk about our boyfriend. This is my first playthrough, yes. I'm playing this blind. All I really know about this game is at some point it gets dark and subversive and it's like subversive over the whole, dating sim, visual novel aspect. So I'm just waiting for shit to get real because it hasn't yet. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Huh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Oh, right, it's me. Never mind that. What helped you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I mustn't have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. It just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Aw, that is cool. You should play something. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! Hopefully she doesn't fucking die before we get a chance to hear her play piano, am I right? I'm still salty. Kaede, no! Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cavi. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone's already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, Natsuki is into the closet. Is she gonna come out of the closet? Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Alright, here we go, yeah. So it knew that I made a Yuri poem. The same book she left to me. She seems on the first few pages. Alright, time for a Yuri. I think she noticed me looking at you make jokes, but oh, okay, if there are lesbians, that's cool. She sneaks a glance at me in her eyes. Interesting music here. It's a nice little piano piece. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. This will turn into a Yuri novel. Ah, man, I get it. I get it. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, that I let it go. Like, you know, she wanted it immediately back and she didn't want to ask it back from us. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That sounds kind of scary. Yeah, there's an ominous eye-looking symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Actually, that could be interesting. It's not too scary. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship and her life starts to fall apart. Okay, that's not. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Gabby? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kinds of things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at her life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophies that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they may not be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Mood. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Just let me get to the book. I quickly retrieved the book I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Step to the seat next to Yuri's. Sure, It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and saw the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company. See if I can feel her presence over her shoulder as I read. Yep. Have you been spooked yet? No. Nothing spooky's happened. I've just been with Yuri. I'm on Team Yuri now. Because Yuri's cool. Spooked by the anime tropes, maybe. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Mood. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... yeah, this should work, right? I slide up my desk until it's up against Yuri, then hold my book between the two of them. Ah, suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm's in a way, so... Right, so a lot of people... We got some team monikers here, but I mean, so far Yuri is my favorite, but, I mean... I don't even know. The girls might do, find out. I might find out more things about them later on. Guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here we go. Yep. Oh, right. So this is kind of like the stuff with Sayori yesterday when we got a nice little shot of her. Nice shot. Yep. Nice little Yeah. We get it. You've got a crush. You've got a crush on everyone. Alright, come on. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I assume she finishes the page before me, so I turned by my own volition. Interesting, so I haven't... Natsuki doesn't seem very likable right now, but I guess we'll see. Just feel like she's like the one that started fights at this point, but, who knows. Continue the first chapter in silence. Okay. Yep. Hey, Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Gabby, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. This is not how teenagers talk, but whatever. I guess I meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, sped from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yeah. Oh. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight, or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up and make mental override of the book. You don't have a bookmark or even fold the pages, but actually you probably shouldn't fold the pages. I get a feeling Yuri would be really anal about that kind of thing. She'd be like, no, don't fold the pages, you're ruining the book. Maybe I show her my phone first to have to mentally prepare myself for this shit. Okay. Alright, so I just talked to Yuri, so I guess I'll do Sayori again. I think by next, if nothing happens by next cycle, I think I'm gonna end it off, because, I'm getting kind of bored. Ooh, I like this one. Some nice feelings in it. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Just trying to... Yeah. I mean, we all know that everyone's got different tastes. It doesn't matter. We all got different preferences. I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. But that's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, it must be a good poem. I'm not sure if exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you try giving it some thought? Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Why do you keep saying that? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try keep it in mind. Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't say you're liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Oh, that is the cutest analogy ever! And make a nice happy rainbow. Aw. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Okay, yeah, I know it's slow right now, it really does get nutty. Alright, it's just, yeah, very slow start. Which is the issue. I mean, this is why for games like this it's really important that we kind of know this isn't what the entire game is like, because, yeah, it's not the most interesting visual novel parody in the so far right now. I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Gabby. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Alright, let's see. Ooh, wow, this is a long one. Jeez. Okay, let's read. I popped the... Bottles by Sayori, I guess. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on my shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through the locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them up from the shelf one after another, holding them out to every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles beneath my feet. Happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're shouting, pleading something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Well, that escalated quickly. I like this one though, but that escalated quickly. It's like she's trying to help her friends and it's not working. That's really sad. Oh well. She's trying to deal with it. She feels useless. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Bumps say more interesting hit will happen more than some of the other days. Alright. Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings since then. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Oh, never mind. Thinking about too hard about this. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing till I die. Oh, don't say that! Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something for dropping it more than a week later. Mood. I wonder if this is one of those times. Passion ride make half of me pessimistic. Alright, let's do Monica next, because I don't really understand too much about her yet. Hi again, Gabby. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, yeah, poem. Alright. Great job, Gabby. I was going ooh in my head while writing it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Mood. Ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing full of imagery and symbolism. Yes, I know. Unlike Sayori, who likes to use simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when leaders have to derive their own meaning out of it. Yep. Wait. I don't trust this chick. It's very challenging to write like that efficiently, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, yep, this is gone. This is going weird. I mean, considering it says save me and load me, it's like save and load. I know this game gets meta, so that just feels like a... What's the sine, cosines, and tangents, though? You know, maybe red, green, and blue is like... Isn't that for, like... displays or something? Like the colors and the stuff that you use? I don't know. Weird. Interesting and weird. And obviously, you just got a big gap here. And he got to press the tab button every time. Weird. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Wait, so why can't we make a poem that Monica likes? Is Monica, like, special or whatever? Or is she, like, running this whole thing? And that's why we can't, like, get a Monica poem. Weird. Never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never seen before, I guess. Oh boy. Alright, it seems like I've touched on something there. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing when and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Yeah, only if you read it like that, though. It's almost like magic. Why is everyone saying it's magic? Ugh, great. The way I read the lines really sure makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. Yep. Still have me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway. I mean, it makes sense as well because they said that she's the president, right? So if anyone's sort of in charge of whatever on earth is going on, it would be her most likely. Her or Sayori. And considering that we can sort of essentially date Sayori when we can't date Monica, you know, red flags. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Also that. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save again. Okay, I'll do it. There we go. I saved the game. There you go. You're happy now. You'll never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? Okay, yep. There we go. Here the facade is going out of the window. Great. Alright, let's do Yuri then, because Yuri's our waifu person. Yuri says in the poem, yeah, this is one you should like. Do you like it? Gabby, how did you pick up on this so quickly? I don't know. It's almost like I just had like an option of like 10 different words to choose from, and I just picked the right ones. It's almost like it's really easy. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thought. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh, even your close friends? Oh, she doesn't have any friends? Oh, no. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh god, this is hard to read. Oh god. Okay, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. What? I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always want coming back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. My bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments in its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. Very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal? The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Oh god! Oh, yay! I mean, it could be nice where it's like she's just trying to satisfy herself, but it just sounds more like she's just manipulating people. Just manipulating this raccoon, and the raccoon might be us! Oh no! I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. You yeah, you could say that. A lot more metaphorical. I can't imagine what this poem is about. A bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. If I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Yeah. I want to express the way it feels indulged in my more unusual hobbies. Oh god, what are you, a serial killer or something? It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I don't enjoy writing about them. But you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Gabby? I guess I do. Anime, right? Best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometime, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. You make it sound like you already hate yourself, so I don't know what's going on there. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, time for Natsuki. Last one of the day. I liked your last one better. Yeah, I know. I can tell you're a little more daring with this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. Felt flat. Maybe true. I just want to try something a little different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems not trying too hard. I hate when people try to fancy an animal meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. I understand that, Natsuki, but at the same time, I also, like, when you feel like you want to do it, you want to use more complicated language, like, don't stop being a hypocrite and, like, telling other people off for doing it, you know? Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Like, you can't do that all the time. Sometimes you do want to be a bit more expressive, and then you're like, oh, I understand what other people mean now. Now I understand why people do that. At least that's how it worked for me. Because I like the simple and to the point writing, but then also sometimes I'm like, I want to be a little bit more creative here. And then I'm like, yeah, I understand. I understand why people do that. Yuri's head over heels for this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that BS. Huh! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I'm sensing some projection from Natsuki. Maybe. I guess that's one way of looking at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. God, you're a jerk, Natsuki. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Oh, and it's still got her. Oh, God. Let's go. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh god. Ugh. What is it? Is like, so what? Is it like Yuri is a serial killer? Natsuki's getting annoyed at it. Or maybe Monika's someone's a serial killer, am I right? Or something? Oh god. What is this? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can just explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Oh, okay. So she's not in that person's perspective, she's actually criticizing them. Okay. So it's not as bad. It's not like that's literally her thoughts. Her thoughts is just that when other people judge people like that and don't want to be friends because of a really stupid disagreement or stupid thing that's a very small difference, she's just like sort of showing how kind of hypocritical it is. There you go. You know, I feel like I'm learning this by reading people's, and by people I mean reading poems in this DokiDoki Literature Club. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Ooh, almost slipped there, didn't you? It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Okay, so clearly she is projecting, yeah. So she's annoyed that people don't like her for something hobby that she's got, and so now she's just upset and bitching about it. Something you're afraid of people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Oh yeah, it's like me about telling people, hey guys, do you know I was a Dragon Ball Z YouTuber? But I'm used to it now. I mean, it's fine because I don't have anything to talk about because Dragon Ball's dead. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares when someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Yep, mood. I think people need to really learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. You wrote about something similar today. I guess you did. Dragon Ball never dies. I don't know. This Tupa. Tell me when Tupa. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah? She said in her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. There's more to life than Dragon Ball. I mean, that is true. But I don't know. Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I doubt she has some kind of weird hobbies. Not there's anything wrong with that. Ooh, it's not like I would judge her or anything. Baka. Let's get trouble finding words. I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. First time. Got no idea about this game. Because I'm probably going to end off at the end of this day because it's been like, what, 2 hours at least? How long have I been streaming for? Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. Yeah, I haven't gone to the weird stuff yet, so it's interesting. I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Dragon, yeah. Gotta keep going. Right, but I'm hungry and I'm gonna do it tomorrow, I swear, okay? Well, actually not tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow. I'll do it some point in the future, I swear. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in her poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Everyone's telling me to keep going. Like, conveying emotion is important.